oven or is already ready to go. The tadik is crispy, So, but the truth of the matter is, you need to have the better one for the morning. What we mean by the morning means after the Musaf.
Right. So does this mean the morning of Shabbat is more holy than the Friday evening of Shabbat?
Well, apparently yes.
And so for conceiving children, is it better to try for children on the morning of Shabbat or
very good question.
Or the
very good question. Very good question. One is not supposed to have any sexual relations on the daytime.
Oh really?
Yeah. Husband and wife are only allowed to be together at pitch dark, right?
Really?
During the hours of night. However, there are certain exceptions. If there is a trip that the husband has to go, and the husband has thoughts and hirhurim, right? And he has no other time than the daytime. Then there are certain rules that need to be kept. One of those rules is that the room needs to be turned to pitch dark, and then husband and wife could be together. The best time for conceiving children is on Shabbat night after midnight. And
after midnight.
After midnight, that is to be after midnight, and it goes till before Alot HaShachar. Apparently, the more into the night could be greater. Apparently, there are differences of opinions. The more into the night could be greater. After starts from after the Chasut Halayla. Right? At that time, Hashem has a special room of Olam HaNeshamot, that he has these special Neshamot of Sadiqim that sends to those who have, who try to conceive, try to have children at that time.
Thank you. I didn't know that.
So, yeah. Ki khol ha-madragot ba'od gam bilal ha-Shabbat. All the madragot comes also on the night of Shabbat. Kad ate yemama. Ukisheba zer and pin beyom ha-Shabbat. Once the zer and pin comes on the day of Shabbat, zamin behadei litren ilen acharanin. Mazmin imo et shene madragot ha-acherim shelahem. So on the day of Shabbat, it brings the two madragot with itself, which, if I understand correctly, the madraga of Malchut and Zen and Pin together, Darga ila'a madraga ha'elyona midat habina. So Malchut, right, and Zen and Pin together on the day of Shabbat will unite, will achieve the level of Bina. The level of Bina, which is a deeper understanding and deeper connection with Hashem. Bedargat ta'a ba'madraga atachtona midat ha-malchut. So the lower level is Malchut. Klomar da danhile et ha-madraga hazot Shema'amir umashmiya lo midat habina, which means the madriga that is mashpia, the midah is the mashpia, the bina is the lower level of malchut. Another was the midah of malchut. This is a little bit complicated, but my understanding is malchut comes before bina, and malchut together with zer and pin influences bina. Is that right? Sounds right? Right? Veha itnehir mine vezod hamadlaga hazod shemeir mimenu shehu mashpia lo midrat hamalchut vekola kechada igra vekola yachad nigraim Shabbat. All of these three levels are called Shabbat. Veshaltin beyomad Shabbat. Vesholtin beyom Shabbat yachad. Im zer and pin shelitar madlaga hashelishi, right? Lo nitpardesh kan So all of these three levels would be together on Shabbat, Zer and Pin, that the influence of the Madriga of the third would not be removed at this time. Ve'ilen talat dargin v'shalosh hamadrigot elu, these three levels, which is Malchut, Zer and Pin, and Bina, together inun kelala beraze de kol oraita hem kelal kol haTorah. They all include in them the secrets of Torah. They all hem kelal kol haTorah, or they include the whole Torah. Torah shebichtav keneged Shabbat ilah. We have, what is the Kol Torah? The Kol Torah includes, all the Torah includes Torah shebichtav and Torah shebal peh, the written Torah and the oral Torah. So Zohar-Part says, right, the Torah shebichtav is compared to Shabbat ila'ah, the upper Shabbat. Nevi'im, Torah Nevi'im Ketubim. So the Nevi'im keneged Yom HaShabbat, right? So I made a mistake. Shabbat Lila'ah is the night of Shabbat, right? The night of Shabbat refers to Torah Shebal Peh Chamisha Chumshe Torah, the Torah that Moshe Rabbeinu received from Hashem. The 5 books of Moses, right? The Nevi'im refers to the day of Shabbat. You have Torah, Nevi'im, Ketubim. Ketubim refers to Leil Shabbat. No. Let's go back. Ila'ah.
Shabbat Ila'ah.
What is Shabbat Ila'ah?
It's a higher level.
It's a higher level. It's not night. I take it back. Torah Shebichtav. The written Torah stands for spiritual higher level of Shabbat. Le'ala, upperwards. Nevi'im stands for Torah, stands for the day of Shabbat. Ketubim stands for night of Shabbat. Velachen mal the natir Shabbat natir oraita kula. Mi shomer Shabbat keilu shomer kol haTorah kula. This is the punchline. All of this Zohar came to explain this one line.
All of the Zohar came to explain this one line?
Yes, the Zohar that we just did.
Right.
To come to explain to us that one who keeps Shabbat, it is as if he has kept the whole Torah.
Wow.
It is as if he learned, he studied Torah, Nevi'im, and Ketubim. Is that right? Torah Shebichtav and Torah Shebal Peh. Right? So this comes to reinforce, right, the importance of Shabbat. Ki yeshmera Shabbat en nishmereni. One who keeps Shabbat, HaKadosh Baruch Hu keeps him. Right? Now some people do not say the name of Hashem in the Ki yeshmera Shabbat. Rav Eliyahu Netaneli Shlita holds that this is a blessing, and one should say the name of Hashem, right? Ki yeshmera Shabbat el yishmereni. Even the repetition.
Really?
Yes. Even the repetition, right? So in that song of Ki yeshmera Shabbat el yishmereni oti le'od me'at benu beni. One needs to say, right, the name of Hashem completely. Why? Because that's the blessing. You sing this blessing, right? That HaKadosh Baruch Hu keeps you well. Hashem, right, allows you, by you keeping Shabbat, it is as if you learn the whole Torah. Torah, Nevi'im and Ketubim. This is very deep. And so, one of the things that Rav Eliyahu Netaneli always asks people who come to receive Beracha is, do you keep Shabbat? The Abdul Ben Chaim Rav Eliezer ben David Alav Shalom also. And if one would answer, yes, I keep Shabbat, and he would say, why are you here? Why do you need bracha from me?
Rabbi Nathaniel says, if you keep Shabbat, you don't need the bracha from me?
No, I don't remember him saying that, but Harab ben David, Harab ben David, would say that.
Because you're going to
You have the blessing from Hashem. What do you want from me? This is also, this is apparently what Harab Chaim Kanievsky, Alav Shalom, also used to say.
Wow.
Right? You keep Shabbat? Yes. Why you can't Shabbat?
Again, does your wife cover her hair?
That's another thing.
If she does, why are you here? We'll get a blessing from her.
Yes, that's correct.
Really? Wow.
That's correct. Yes. So today, actually tonight, I asked Harab Nathaniel, there are all these individuals who are reaching out, right, to get bracha from you. I have maybe close to 15 people, right, who have emailed, who have called and texted, and I tell them to email details that I can take it to Harab. And they want blessings. Harab says, who has time to go through all these phone calls and emails and all that? Just tell them, right, what they need to do. Start with Shabbat, Seniyut, Netilat Yadayim, right, saying Berachot, right, with Kavanah, saying the name of Hashem, having Kavanah, Adon Akol Hayahu Ve'Yeh, and the Elokeinu, that Hashem is the master of everything and all the powers is from Him, right? And what is learning Chokle Israel? Arab says.
What's Chokle Israel?
Chokle Israel is this wonderful book that was put together by the idea came from Arizal, was put together by Rav Chaim Vital, Arav Shalom. Is his Yosef tonight?
Rav Chaim Vital?
Yes. No, I can check. Right? So this was put together, and therefore Harav Nathaniel recommends that to everyone. Right? Doing it. What else Harav recommends? Seniyut, when a person needs to take off his clothing, he should do it in a secluded place, in a restroom. What else? One should make Netilat Yadayim by his bedside. We did this together, right?
He told me to do it. I didn't do it. I do Netilat every day, but I didn't do it by my bed. But I'm gonna.
Belineder, yes. So that helps a lot. Actually, tonight I was learning that with another individual in the Parashat Toldot, in the Sefer of Ben Ishchai Alav Shalom, of first season. Over there, he explains this. And he says one should have it by his bedside, next to bedside, and one should avoid walking, right, 2 meters, right, 4 amot, that's almost 8 feet, right, to go to water, to get water. So one should have it by the bedside.
But
this removes the impurity ASAP.
Right.
And according to Harab ben Shalom, one should not touch his eyes, his nose, his ears, any openings, and even clothing with those hands before Netilat. Go ahead.
But you said on the bedside, it's not 3 times here, right? You said just wash it quickly and then go and do the 3 times by the.
So we need to do serugin. We need to do
3
1,
times.
2, 3, 4,
by
5,
the bed
6.
too? By the bed.
Yes,
okay.
yes, yeah. We do that, but without bracha.
Oh, that was a source.
Without bracha, and it's unbelievable. I noticed it tonight. This water of Netilat Yadayim in the morning is so impure that one is even worse than meraklayim. It is even worse than urine. So one cannot say bracha in front of this water. And it says it's worse than urine. Right?
Rabbi Nathaniel also told me to cover it the night before, prepare the water.
Yes, exactly. So, and this water should not come from restroom. Should come from the kitchen, because restroom is not the best pure place to take this water.
Right. So where do you say the bracha then?
So you go to restroom, you do everything you need to do, right? Then you go to the kitchen, you make natila there with bracha.
So you pour water 3 times again the second time in the kitchen.
Yes.
Right? Okay.
Yes, with bracha. Now chidush, the end of tonight. right? When people want salvation and they need Yeshuot, one of the things that is bothering them is the ruach ra'ah, impure spirits. So Harav Netanyahu Shalita gave a segula. I'm sure this is from a very high source. I think if he mentioned the Zohar-Part, I don't remember exactly, that when we add water to Kiddush cup, that water one should keep it.
The 3 drops.
Not the 3 drops,
The
from the
whatever is
source.
coming, the source that you
The
put
source.
the 3 drops.
Keep that source of water and give it to people who perhaps have difficulties of ruach ra'ah. Who doesn't?
Right.
What's ruach ra'ah?
Ruach ra'ah, could be many things. Ruach ra'ah is a spirit that rests upon a person, right, who lacks Torah mitzvot, who becomes angry, who doesn't do netilat yadayim properly, or many things, like a person who has anxiety, depression, many things. So the water that is added to Kiddush cup, this is very spiritual, right? That water can have effects to remove these impure spirits that rests upon a person. Also, another thing that Harav Netanyahu always recommends is by keeping the nails very short. That also helps.
The fingernails very short.
Fingernails.
And toes.
And toes, right. Yeah. Remember, we did the halachot together, right? The impurity of feet is so much. Feet is so much that one cannot remove it by netilat yadayim. However, in the times of Beit HaMikdash, the Kohanim had the ability to remove it.
Yeah.
And nowadays, we don't have the ability to remove it.
Also nails, I heard there's impurity in the nails, so they, I think it was in the Talmud that they recommended to even burn the nails that you
Yes.
cut to
Yes.
burn.